Bajaj presents Pacesetters, the power of consistency by Bajaj Pune Marathon.
It is my absolute privilege to open today's very special gathering. Bajaj presents Pacesetters, the power of consistency by Bajaj Pune Marathon and powered by CNBC TV 18. And tonight is not just another leadership forum, it is an official precursor to the iconic Bajaj Pune Marathon, one of India's most celebrated endurance festivals where thousands come together to test their limits, chase personal bests, and celebrate the spirit of staying on course. The marathon teaches us something very special and profound, that greatness isn't built in one moment of glory, and it's built in the hundreds of moments that no one sees. And they come with the quiet discipline, the daily grind, the unwavering consistency. And that is exactly what we will explore this evening, from the world's fastest sprinters to leaders who have built organizations over decades. Every voice in this room matters tonight and represents the same truth that excellence is not an act, it is a habit. So as we step into this evening of ideas, inspirations, and world-class insights, think of it as the warm-up, the mental starting line to the Bajaj Pune Marathon ahead. And with that, let's begin the journey of understanding consistency, resilience, and mindset of champions. And to set the tone for the evening, it is my privilege to invite a leader whose career is a testament to long-term vision, resilience, and disciplined execution. Leading with innovation and mindset of continuous transformation, Sanjiv Bajaj is Chairman and Managing Director of Bajaj Finserv, a visionary and someone who has transformed how India experiences finance. Sanjiv is a very passionate sportsman himself. He is very passionate about staying fit, a sports lover through from tennis, basketball to F1. Did I miss anything, Sanjiv? Marathon spirit is mirrored in every aspect with endurance, passion to excel, and the pursuit of infinite possibilities. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Sanjiv Bajaj, Chairman and Managing Director, Bajaj Finserv Limited.
It's great to have all of you here today for an engaging dialogue between our world champions as well as some of our top business leaders. I don't know if many of you know, but India's first ever marathon happened in Pune, in this city, in 1918. So we have a long history. The Bajaj Pune Marathon has always held a special space for us. Its spirit mirrors the ethos of the Bajaj Group and our purpose of giving wings to every Indian. That belief is also captured in our theme this year, You Too Can Fly. Across the country, especially in the last decade and a half, we have seen the running culture multiply. Running events in the last 10 years alone have expanded 7 times, and marathon finish times keep improving, a reflection that people have embraced training, discipline, and in general, better health. The Bajaj Pune Marathon stands at the heart of this movement, whether it's beginners, seasoned athletes, women, and communities from all around India. I'm also happy to share a milestone this year. 31% of our registered runners are women, the highest women participation ratio anywhere in the country. It's normally 8 to 12%. So versus that, 30%, and kudos to that. We are also, of course, very fortunate to have our global athletes over here, including our race ambassadors, Noah Lyles, the world's fastest man as of today, and 3-time Olympic medalist. Welcome, Noah. and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the most decorated 100-meter sprinter in history with 8 Olympic medals. Thank you for being here today, for your support, and for being a part of our movement that celebrates well-being and good health. I look forward to the conversations tonight and then look forward to all of you all tomorrow as well. Thank you.
And from Waterhouse to the world's grandest stages, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce embodies longevity, resilience, and sustained excellence in her 18 years of her career. And joining her on the dais is the reigning Olympic champion in the 100 meters. An 8-time world champion and the American record holder in the 200 meters category, Noah Lyles, world's fastest man, 2024 Olympic champion. And Noah is one of the most successful sprinters in the history of sprinters today, a global phenomenon who proves that explosive success is built on relentless daily discipline.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening is to the champions, the one thing that is extremely common among everyone who looks at your life and achievements, etc., is it's like this highlights reel of glorious moments. What none of us see is the kind of grind that you have beneath the surface, training when you do, when no one's watching. Can you tell us something about, the discipline, the dedication, the hard work that it takes? You guys have to get out of your skin to do that.
Thank you for having me. For me, I think one of the key points is being consistent and having discipline. I think that's what made a difference for me as an athlete. When I just started in high school, I would do track to just do track. So I wasn't serious about it. And I think when I got older and I left high school and I went to college, I went to the University of Technology in Jamaica. And I went to the World Championship in Osaka as a reserve for the team. And I saw that in order for me to achieve success, it means I had to do something different. I couldn't just get up and say, okay, I want to be an Olympic champion or I want to be a world champion. None of that matters unless you do the work. And you have to be consistent. And consistency is doing the things when nobody else is watching. It's without the spotlight. It's the small details of preparation that happens behind the scenes that no one is watching or telling you to do it. So for me, it's all about the consistency. It's about the discipline, knowing that for me to actually step on the track and to race year after year, I would have to make sure that I am focused and driven and persevere at the things that are going to make me better.
Can you tell us about some of the things that you do, you believe no one else does? Noah.
Oh, me. I do a lot of stuff people probably aren't used to. I would say that the biggest difference for myself is, I would say, my why. My why is a little bit different than probably some champions before me. I think that a lot of people who become world champions and Olympic champions, most of their dream is just getting the actual medal, where mine is transforming the sport and bringing it into a place that it's never been before. And I know to do that, I have to win. And I got to win at the highest level. So in my head, it's always been, the medals have been stepping stones to get the door open to bring us into new places, into new spaces where track and field can live. And because of that, I find myself, here in India in the middle of a track season. I find myself going to F1 events and having conversations trying to convince them, hey, you guys are speed, track and field is speed, we need to be working together. You'll find myself, talking to maybe, some of my DJ friends like, hey, you should come to a track meet. Feel the energy that lives here, get inspired by it, and then come and join us. Because I spend so much time doing that, a lot of people are like, you're doing too much. But I know my why. I know my reason for doing it is I want to see the growth, and I want to see opportunities that I might want for myself, or I might want if my kid decides that they want to run. And pushing that boundary is just part of the job. You know, winning is nice, but winning is just the start line to being a champion. Because at the end, you got to be consistent, you got to keep doing it, and you got to know why you're doing it. Because when it gets hard, it's your why that's going to push you through.
Both of y'all, the one thing that stands out, consistency, yes. Once you win, staying at the top is something which is even more difficult than getting to the top. What is it that you do once you get to the top that separates you from the rest?
Yeah, I think for me, when I won my Olympic title in 2008, I understood the responsibility that came with that. I understood that from that, I was grateful for the opportunity, grateful I got the medal, but I realized that in order for me to continue to get to that point, I have to do more. I have to commit more to the work. I have to go back, and I can't get complacent. I think for a lot of persons, they win in one season and they think that that win is for all wins, but that's not how it works. For every win is for a season, and each season have its own wins, and you just have to make sure that you use those experiences as the blueprint for the next.
That's a good one. What about you, Noah?
Yeah, I'd say that, again, it's all about your reasoning. It's all about your why. You know, she's always wanting to move forward. She's always, never trying to go backwards. And for a lot of people, that is their reasoning. Mine was, again, transforming the sport, knowing that one medal isn't enough, especially when you are coming right after the Bolt era. So, you got to make your own mark. You got to make your own journey. You got to carve your own path, and constantly pushing forward, knowing that just because you got the first one doesn't mean anything. The human attention span is very short. They will forget about you very quickly. And all it takes is about 6 months, and all of a sudden they're on to the next person. And some mental capacity, you have to be okay with that, because you have to know that everything will move on. But at the same time, you have to use it as motivation. Use it as, okay, I was never here for just one. Already going in with that mindset is the start of your journey of how you don't get complacent.
Running is all about celebrating what a human body can do and what a human mind can do as well, when you put yourself through it. But amidst all of this, there are so many small moments that you really cherish and enjoy. So I got to ask you, Noah, when you're on this strict diet, when you're training for runs and all, for the kind of championships and all of that and stuff, once you're done with that, what's the one food craving that you have, which you go and gorge on after you, have raced?
Okay. I think there's a myth that athletes are on these strict diets. We're not really on super strict diets.
Speak for yourself.
All right, maybe I'm speaking for myself. I am not on some super strict diet. Yes, I do prefer to eat cleaner in season, but even outside of the season, I'm still probably eating very similar. So my food is genuinely the same throughout the year. Now, I might get a milkshake here and there, but I'm not really doing anything crazy.
Wow. Are you jealous of him? I'm pretty.
Yeah, I'm really, really jealous, because I think for Noah, because he literally runs in a leotard, so there's no abs peeking out. Or for us, we are in like two pieces. So we're either in our hot pants and a crop top. So for us, it's almost like I have to watch what I eat, because I don't want to be bloated. I don't want to look like, is she really training? Because
does that even matter at your level? Because
it matters. Oh, it matters. Yes, it does, because really and truly, it's about
the aesthetics of it all.
Yes, it matters. Like, I watch what I eat. Like, sure, I don't want to be eating anything that's making me gassy or making me bloated. So I really focus on like high protein. I stay away from like ice cream and
salted
fried
caramel
food.
Milkshakes.
I mean, no, I'm having ice cream and fried food, and I'm telling you, I need to get back to the track next year. Like January, I'm back into my routine, but I do watch what I eat, because for me, my metabolism is different. My body type is different. I really have to be strict about what I eat, because I realize, listen, if I smell a donut, that's it. That's just it. Like, I need to have it. So I stay away from sugary stuff, during the season. And then off season is when I really like have a burger or have some fries, have a milkshake, have some ice cream. But I can't do it. Like, I have to watch what I eat.
What in your life, according to you, was the highest high? You felt the best so far in that moment. That may not necessarily be a moment on the field. It can be something off the field as well. If I had to make a highlight reel just for your own viewing of 3 most incredible moments of your life, what would they be?
I would have to say 2008, winning the Olympic gold medal for my country, because I think I showed women or girls in my community that success belongs to them as well. Like, if you see me, you can. So I think that was really big for me. And I would have to say getting my degree was actually a big plus for me as well. Yes. And then the third one would have to be crossing the line and lifting my son after winning the 100 meter in 2019, after coming back from having my son. So I think those 3 moments are really just like the top of my list, because all those moments really just taught me that as women, we can evolve, we can be so much more. And, there's nothing in life that it's impossible.
How about you?
I'd say the first one would probably have to be getting my tonsils removed.
Tonsils removed?
Yeah. Once I got my tonsils removed, that was the start of me getting better and being able to finally go out, participate in sports, go have fun, not have to constantly be up at the hospital on nights on end. So that was definitely one of the big highlights of my life. The second one would probably be graduating high school. And then the third one, I was going to say it was probably breaking the American record, but to be honest, it was probably signing my first contract, because as I was struggling to get through school, me and my brother became the first American high schoolers to ever sign professional out of high school. So I didn't have to take the route of going to college. Me and my brother forced and made a new way that other athletes now are taking themselves. I'm now training with a 3rd-generation athlete who has turned pro out of high school because me and my brother kicked down the door for him to walk through.
I got to ask you one thing, and this is very India-specific. Not sure how much you've been tracking the athletics scene in India, some of the players, the promising people who are here. The 2030 Commonwealth Games happen here in India. Is there anything that you can give as a message to Indians that will help them better prepare for those conditions and make us, win a bunch of medals?
I would like to say to Indian athletes, no matter where they are, that success belongs to everybody, and you can be successful anywhere. So you can use resources that you have here, and you can really make a difference. You just have to continue to dig deep and believe that it's possible for you as well.
What about you?
If you think about it, obviously concrete isn't soil, so how the heck did the rose grow? It was resilient, it was tough, it absorbed the water when it needed to, it had to grow thicker roots, stronger roots to get deeper into the ground, to get where the nutrients was. That's any athlete growing in a situation that's not as resource abundant. And even in situations where there are resource abundance, there's always the athletes that get taken care of more than others. You can't think about what you don't have. It's so easy to get stuck in that mindset of, I don't have this. There's always going to be an excuse. Why not you? Why can't you be the difference? Why can't you decide, I'm going to get creative? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to get uncomfortable and go out and really figure out how this is going to happen, map out a plan, find a team.
Sports and life are mirrors of each other. And we have a couple of successful business people who have committed to both business, the community, shareholders, and sports. All of them put together. So we'll call back Mukta once again.
What a powerful set of perspectives from sprinting to boardrooms to Mangalam doing such a fab job of getting everything out of the four wonderful speakers that we had on the stage. And, now I'm told that we have successfully managed to convince Mr. Vaidyanathan to come and say a few words.
I must say that there's so many sports that we see in India, and we all of them watch them, whether they're football or cricket. But this is one sport where, by the thousands, I don't know really how many people are running today, but I assume it's tens of thousands, they're participative. So this being a participative sport is a big thing, and it just brings everybody alive. I was hearing this program so intently, and I found that apart from being inspiring people, they inspire themselves. To me, it was a very special evening. Thank you, Sanjiv, to hear all that. We all face this all the time, and in our lives and our work, I've been through, twice or thrice starting up something, and all of us know at the first 4-5 years, you just listen to so much from people. Your people want you to deliver quick, but the institution not yet ready. There are startup issues. You go through all that, but when you hear all this, you know that you got to keep going and going and going. And we just know that, let me say, it's not about what we achieve. Sometimes people say, you've done a lot, or you achieved a lot, great. But no, it's not about that. It's about what is the message, or what is the inspiration we are leaving behind for the next generation, for the set of people who are watching us. I must say that what we do to inspire people around us to achieve something is not about our achievement. I think that's very important. So thank you very much. I enjoy being here today. And once again, to all of you at the Bajaj Group who organized this wonderful event, my very heartiest compliments. Thanks again for calling me.
Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen, what an extraordinary evening we have had, from world champions to business visionaries, and every voice tonight reinforced a timeless truth. Consistency is not about doing more, but about doing what truly matters every single day, showing up. I'm so thankful to each one of you for being such a fantastic, lovely audience. A big round of applause to all of you.
Bajaj presents Pacesetters, the power of consistency by Bajaj Pune Marathon.